And many are searching for answers to why Bradley William Stone went on a shooting rampage, killing his ex-wife and 5 of her relatives. Stone was a former Marine who served in the Iraq War after a 2-day manhunt. Authorities found him dead in the woods. Officials say he committed suicide. Stone was also in a child custody dispute with his wife. Authorities are now reportedly conducting a review of his psychiatric history, hoping to find some answers. Debby Tucker is Executive Director of the National Center on Domestic and Sexual Violence, and she joins us from Austin, Texas. Debbie, welcome to Arise America. Thanks for being here with us.
Thank you. Also a Debbie.
Yes, that's right. That's right. You without the E, and I have an E on the end of mine, but with the Y. This is a very serious topic, so let's get right to it. Can you sort of talk us through what the stats are for returning, particularly Iraq and Afghanistan military veterans, and domestic abuse, which might also include spousal violence and homicide?
Yes, ma'am. The majority of those who return from theater where they have been engaged in combat, who also use violence against family members, did so before they went. In other words, it is not new conduct associated necessarily with their experience of being at war. Now, for some, it does appear to be new conduct, and as we analyze that, we sometimes find a traumatic brain injury or very serious PTSD that is affecting their capacity to govern themselves.
And that's exactly what I was going to ask you. Do you see this behavior very closely associated with PTSD?
It is for those where the behavior is brand new. For those who have always used this kind of conduct towards their partner or family members, it may be something that's well established for them since their teens.
What's the underlying, and there can be so many, but in a general sense, the underlying issue here is this an issue of veterans not being properly reintegrated into civilian life and society?
I think that there is an important aspect of the reentry process that needs to look at family relationships before they left and what we can anticipate when they are reunited. If you spend time at a military installation and people are being deployed, sometimes right after that deployment is when a number of spouses make the decision to file for divorce or to leave that partner because he is gone and they are safe from an immediate attack from him. Does that make sense, what I'm saying?
It does. Let me just jump in there if I can, because we're almost out of time. What needs to be done to address this? We do seem to be covering this a lot in the media. Is there more that Department of Defense, the U.S. government needs to do to support these veterans and prevent these tragedies?
Absolutely. They are working hard. There have been significant changes in the last few years, much more screening, much more attention to hearing from the spouses and what they are experiencing and what they believe is needed.
Yeah, it's so important to do. I'm so sorry to cut you off, Debbie, but we are all out of time. Perhaps we can talk again another time. Debbie Tucker, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And this is Arise America.